In sports today, the Raptors prove that not everything is bigger in Texas. Connor McDavid takes a nasty spill, and the Royals celebrate their championship in style. Here's Evan Pressman with the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thanks, Andy. So the Blue Jays season is over, which means Canadians need to find another team to rally around. It's not going to be the Leafs. It's definitely not going to be the Argos. But you know what? The Raps are looking like a pretty solid choice. They were in Dallas last night trying to do something they've never done, go 4-0 to start a season. The Raptors came out doing their best Jurassic Park impression, running all over the Mavs in the first. Kyle Lowry showed Terrence Ross what a real $11 million performance looks like, scoring 9 of his game-high 27 points in the first quarter. Raps up 6 after 1. In the second now, Ross's eyes light up like they did when he saw the Raptors contract offer as he throws down a nasty dunk. Skip ahead to the fourth, the big German Dirk the Dutchman Nowitzki does what he's done for years, knocking down a crucial shot to put the Mavs up by 4. The Argentinian assassin Luis Scola has other plans though. Scola finishes strong in the paint before hitting a massive triple of his own to put this game away. Toronto claws their way back to take it 102-91. On to the NHL now, where the Habs are starting to fall back down to earth. Start of the second, Jean-Gabriel Pageau breaks away from Subban, streaks in, and puts one past the Condi Bear. 1-0 Sens. 3 minutes later, the Habs strike back. After a nice passing play, Montreal hero Dale Weiss pots his 7th of the season and is tied at 1. No one would score the rest of the way, sending this game to overtime. 30 seconds into the extra frame, Mike Hoffman sends a beautiful pass over to Kyle Turris, who scores, giving Ottawa the 2-1 win. Habs fans weren't the only ones crying last night, though. In the final minutes of the second period between the Oilers and Flyers, Edmonton wunderkind Connor McDavid loses control, smashing into the boards. Coach Todd McClellan says he'll be out long-term. The Edmonton Oilers, ruining prospects since 2010. In other news that you probably don't want to hear about, the Kansas City Royals had held their championship parade yesterday in Kansas. In Missouri? What do you mean they don't play in Kansas? The Royals drew 800,000 fans to the celebration, nearly twice the city's population. This is the second championship in Royals history and the first time since 1985 that they have been crowned as baseball's best. Hope you guys enjoy our beer. We better send them some Sleeman. That stuff is awful. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Greg Chow.
It's been a couple minutes since we last talked, and even a change of location, but the sun is still shining, and it's going to stay that way for the rest of the day. Today's current high of 17 and only a low of 12 this evening. We could see some of that pesky rain Thursday and Friday, with both days in the high teens. The jig is up on Friday evening with a low of 7 hitting home. While the warm weather is still here, this report is going to take a chance for a mid-afternoon dip. Back to you in the not-so-warm newsroom, Andy.
Thanks, Greg. We leave you today with the latest video making the rounds online. There's officially a new kid on the Hill. Mark Critch from This Hour Has 22 Minutes stepped into Will Smith's shoes with this rap about Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's new digs.
At 20 for Sussex, born and raised on the ski hill is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool with Princess Diana outside at my pool when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight, my mom got scared. She said, "You're gonna be a politician and run on your hair." We talked to Big Cabs, I took Steve and Mulcair, but my childhood home was in need of repair. This was no place to raise a Trudeau, so I thought, screw this, yo home, Dorito. Pulled away from my house about 7 or 8. Sussex sucks, spend a buck, Mike Holmes, call you later. I looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne. A Trudeau at Rideau, go.
That's all for today. For details of these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is produced by students in the journalism program at the North Campus. I'm Andy Redding. Join us tomorrow for our next news update.